Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video we are back in Soulstone survivors. We are playing on the Pyromancer. We are going to be doing a fire only build. Now what I mean by fire only, I mean literally only his fire skills. Since the rework, a lot of the skills to use a monotype is actually bad now because of getting skill X affect skill Y and also the buffs and things like that. So you normally want to mix and match and everything, but one or two of the fire skills did get a change and an update, and one of those ones is Meteor Shower, where it now deals damage based on the number of stacks of burn on the target. So what are we going to be doing? We are going to be stacking burn as much as possible, trying to get that damage up as much as possible on Meteor Shower, and using all of the fire skills to do that as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into the runes. We are going to be running Fire Inclination, Material Harvest and Weapon Expert, Multicast Mastery, Focus Fire, Crit Mastery and Vulnerable Target. The weapon we're using is his first weapon, the first staff known as the Pyromancer's Fire Starter. We've got it to plus 10, which should be easy enough for everyone to get it there, just in case you wanted to copy this. And we do have full skill tree if you do want to see why we may be stronger than other people. We are going to be doing this on max curse. I say it's not really max. What I've done is taken out Revenge the Void, which is the 2% chance for meteors, and then I've taken a little bit of Lifeless Void out of there, and we got rid of the other towers, the pillars and the Void Presence. We don't really need them. We still get every single bonus possible. It's just I don't really want to have to worry about those things, so I got rid of them. Alright, so a nice thing about the Pyromancer, one fire is just really satisfying to have around. We've got a lot of burn damage coming from the fire trail, which we'll probably land up getting rid of. We don't necessarily need firewalk. The best, actually firewalk is pretty okay. 0.5 burn every burn every 0.5 seconds. It's also really satisfying to go and watch. As you can see, we weren't able to get rid of all of the meteors spawning on top of us, but that's okay. We did want to keep it at the highest curse to get all rewards, just in case you wanted to use a full Pyromancer. Now I have done this in the past where you are able to do it on max curse, which is fine as well. If you do want to do max curse, then do it this way. That's perfectly fine too. Now we are going to take Fireball and we are going to take Firebolt and Flamethrower. Firebolt gives us the weakness, Flamethrower gives us burn every 0.2 seconds. Now that's why I said you don't really necessarily need Firewalk, because we are going to be playing with Flamethrower as well, which has a better burn, and I was not supposed to step inside our Ascension, but I did. Anyway, luckily enough the bosses did spawn over there. So now we are actually looking for Meteor Shower. That is going to be our main skill, so I mean it would be nice if it did show up. There we go, fantastic. We are going to grab the area of effect over there, and now we can skip the attacks. So getting haste is really nice. We do want the damage, but we want the area of effect. We do have focus fire, so we do lose that little bit of area of effect, but otherwise we should be in a very good spot. Okay, our Ascension is still up quite a long time actually, so oof, that hit us hard. Alright, one boss is already done. The only thing about maybe doing this on a higher curse difficulty would be that the bosses would have more life. Again, that's all that it really does. There's no extra rewards, there's no extra, oh look, you did it this way, so there isn't really any reason to do it. So that's my reasoning behind it. Not that I really need a reason to not have done it, but just in case anyone was wondering. As you can see, our crit is 60%. We do want a little bit more. That way the crit is going to make it so that at least we get burn on crit. I think you do need a certain amount of crit chance before you see those, or it turns out to be a certain amount of fire application. I think it's 3 fire applications to be able to get some of the fire buffs. What I mean is like the deal fire damage when you crit and things like that. We don't need armor. We're not going to be running into High Overlord with this. This is just a single cycle build. We do need our movement speed, which we'll work on after this, or as soon as we see it a little bit. Actually, I don't even think we need movement speed. Movement speed for... we actually pretty fast already by the looks of it. Also, I don't even recall picking up our Ascension again, but somewhere along the lines we did. So over here we just want more burn, grab a bit of movement speed, and some damage on a fire flame wave. Flame wave's very good in this instance because it gives us shattered. Shattered is very, very strong, just because, you know, we want to lower the resistances of the enemies anyway. So being able to reduce their armor is very good for us. And you can just see how strong Meteor Shower is right now. Damage done to those bosses. A relatively quick damage being done there. I don't even know what the amount of time this would be. I know that we can get under 8. I think we can get about 8 minutes when we're playing on full curse with this. And if that's something you want to try, you know, go ahead. It is really, really fun to play. But as you can see, we are playing it with full graphics as well, just to show you, you know, it is very, very strong now. Even when you can't see what's happening with the red AoEs, you just kind of got to keep moving and you'll be in a very good spot there. We are going to grab both of these, use up a bit of a locks, get that, increase the crit damage chance for the Wraithful Focus. No, we're only using Wraithful Focus for the burn damage. Or not the damage, but for applying burn. So that's one of the reasons why we use it, otherwise, so we're not really too worried about that. What we could do is not walk into the portal for starters, which I keep doing. I guess it's a good indicator as well to show that you don't need to have your Ascension to still do really, really well here. Okay, Firebolt and then some health. Health will go a very long way in this build. Obviously being able to heal or have more health is going to make things very, very good for us. Also manually aiming the flamethrower, which I haven't been doing. It is actually very, very good, and that was terrible because of the Chaos Bomb. I hate it. Okay, there we go. We do need more multicast. A really fun one would be having more Meteor Showers themselves. We do get our Ascension up over here, which we can now not walk into. That would be fantastic. I'm gonna really stop walking into that thing. And then you can see we focus on cast frequency for everything to get the burning stacks up there, and then we're focusing on area of effect for this, as well as damage and every other stat that we can get for it. I'm not getting any of the other stats like damage and that, which we do want. We did get a little bit, but we do want more damage on our Meteor Shower. If you do find it, that's what we're going to be prioritizing. We're prioritizing stats for Meteor Shower. Area was a priority because of having a focus fire, so it does mean we get less area of effect, so we have to work on getting more of it. And then we focus on the hit supply burn, so that we can get more of those juicy burn stacks. And Firebolt for the weakness, Flame Wave for the shattered, and all the other skills are just there. Haste is also really good. It does help us with the movement speed. You can see we've got 100 haste, so that's why it felt like we didn't need movement speed on the Pyromancer. So at least if we start off with Fire Slash, you don't have to necessarily worry about using anything to get yourself walking around the place. Okay, grab that. And now we gotta hope that we don't get a Chaos Bomb, which we did. So now we run around, we got 2 laser beams on us. Hoping to see a Meteor Shower land on the head, but it's just, oh there we go, it didn't happen. Thank you. Now we need more of them to land on their heads. Okay, there we go. We get a moment where we're just able to stand still and focus all of our attacks on them. Fantastic. We're at 6 minutes already. Not the fastest of builds. Of course, you're at the the mercy of where Meteor Shower does land. It would maybe be good to use Center of Attention, and that way Meteor Shower will land up giving you a lot of damage where you're standing. That way you can kill things the way that you want to kill them. In the sense you'll be able to get on top of the bosses. We could go for Burn to Slow, Slow to Disarray if we were carrying on with this, but because we're not necessarily doing something like that, we don't need to do that way. Would be good to get Incinerate here because we actually do quite a lot of burn stacking. So having Incinerate where a lot of our burn, it lands up doing damage beforehand, or kind of like a percentage of the burn, or it's like getting Incinerate is like a miniature reap or purging slam, or all those different skills. So they are very good to get, and they will be doing a lot of damage for you. So would be good to get. Not going to complain if we don't get it though. Not the end of the world, as you can see, we don't need it. What we do need though is to try and get ourselves the meteors to drop on the boss's heads. Okay, our ascension is going to pop up anytime soon. We do have the bosses spawning as well. There's our ascension portal, so let's go and grab it. Bosses did just spawn. We can actually get ourselves into a more free space now. We don't have to corner because this is the final boss wave, and we just keep our cursor on them so that we are attacking them. We got a meteor shower on top of them. There we go. Good meteor. Don't know if that was hitting them or not, and then it went behind us instead of on the bosses, so that's just grand. Okay, that was a good one, thank you. And wham bam, thank you, man, the ass incarnation. So 7 minutes 52, I really did think it would be under 8 minutes, and it was, so that's fantastic. And then we'll see what the damage was done the most of. Obviously it will be Meteor Shower doing the most damage. As you can see there, with 96.6 million damage. Draconic Flame and actually all the skills did a decent amount of damage. Meteor Shower, I guess, didn't have enough stats on it compared to some of the other stuff. You can see, I mean, 160% damage modifier there, 115 over there. So these other ones actually got a lot of damage multiplier compared to Meteor Shower. Meteor Shower then still doing more damage, and then Spontaneous Combustion doing a total of 256 million damage, which is more than everything else over there. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.